baby sight. Time ain't on my side. Time will never know. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and lives that were blue. But I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. I can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you.
Okay, can you guys hear me now? Hey, now can you hear me? All right. See, ooh, I yelled at Restream for a week, didn't I? I was so excited to get back to StreamYard, and look, I had to reset. Okay, I should have stayed where I was because I actually had Restream working right for the first time last time, and now okay. But anyway, what I was saying is that intro is one of the best intros I think on YouTube, and YouTube told me that, so not me, YouTube. It was made by T. Kelly, and she did a good job. She did a really good job, and it's a really good intro. I know there's been things said, and my lazy butt has not even taken that stupid picture out of that live to put it back up, but I'm going to get that done tonight. Um, to go after her and accuse her of lying about her voice and it's not her music and poking at her saying, "Well, sing, sing, sing." Yeah, I went over Forgotten's chat um because I'm behind watching stuff, and that's messed up. That's messed up. That is T. Kelly singing. That I know. But to go after, so I thought we were not about going after someone's real life, but I guess it's when it's a group don't like someone, they can attack their choice of career, their singing, their their real life stuff that they do. Apparently they went on Twitter and found out that she works with animal rescues and vets, and yeah, but you don't go after that stuff. And you don't say, "Oh, you're a fraud. That's not you." That's messed up. That's messed up. It's just not right. There's no reason for it. How are the babies liking school? Oh, they're loving it. Mom's not. Mommy Kathy's not that crazy, but yet I'm getting there little by little. I miss the heck out of them. I'm not going to lie. Especially the little one because he would come home at noon and then we'd have all afternoon together until we had to go get Sissy at the bus. But now they're both gone. But I'll adjust. It's getting nicer. I sound like I'm in a lawnmower. Is it still lower volume a little? Okay. Is that better? I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. Now I'm even afraid to play these videos with StreamYard. I should have went with Restream because it was working right. But I don't know. It's just wrong. And that's all I wanted to say about it. It's just wrong. That is a good intro, though. She did a really great job on that intro. Is it still too high? Hey, Stargazer's mom. Um. Oh, my little girl's already went through one set of headphones, and it's only a week. What? We're in the second full week of school. I hope it's not going to be one of those years. I really do. And she likes earbuds. She doesn't like the full-on headsets anymore. But my 5-year-old, he uses the full-on. But yeah, she's already lost one set. She'll break a set. I wish they didn't do so much on their iPads. I wish the teachers did more. But anyway, oh, Betty. Oh, she cracks me up. Did y'all see her post talking about Grifton and stuff? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? There's a difference with what she was talking about. And Betty, the difference is when you put a $4,000 freaking camera on your wish list, then you lie on your wish list saying you're engaged just so people can donate, multiple people can donate towards the larger gifts. The stuff on your wish list, I'm sorry, it is freaking outrageous. Girl, you don't need that shit. You're a YouTuber. All right? Get over yourself. And if you want that expensive stuff that you don't even know how to work, buy it for yourself. It's that simple. Don't expect your subs to buy it for you. But when you go and you claim you paid for all this stuff and you financially help families, please show me families that you financially, you keep saying we, but it's really you. I need to see some receipts of what families you, yourself, out of your own pocket, financially gave money to families. Because you, according to your post, you have 20-something families. Yeah. Okay. If you say so. I'll wait on those receipts. But, you brag about every little thing you do. But what you fail to say is my support, my followers donated to cover these expenses. But you don't do that. You get on here and say, I, me. Betty, you know the difference. And you know when you're doing a grift. The new computer you needed so bad that you sent back to buy a big screen TV for your wall. Yeah, okay. You went on a Trump rally instead of doing a case, and then you threw in a case at the end just to try to make it, to play it off. That's a grift, Betty. And you know it. And you do it all the time. Didn't you just slip up this last time and say, oh, I'm on vacation? Yeah, okay. Okay, Bets. We got you. But Olivia, I don't understand why Olivia always gets a pass. I don't get it. It's like people leave her alone. Have you ever really watched Olivia? Have you paid attention to her? I am not kidding you. She is aliens, the paranormal, with a splash of true crime. I'm not kidding. And she never gets called out for this stuff. And she spreads as much, if not more, misinformation, if you ask me. Hey, Chronicles of the Oblivious. It's Chronicles of Olivia, not you. But I am going to show one of your videos because you put out a good one. She's a moron. She is posting her precious flyers on power poles, which is illegal, and just created more work for the power company, tears the workers' clothes. And you notice they only put up them couple flyers because they were filming each other doing it. They only went out and searched the area that had already been heavily searched, not only with real legit searchers and drones and dogs. They went, not too far off the beaten path, gosh forbid. And then she's putting out, saying that she's in the hotel in the morning, but yet they turn around and say, no, she slept out in the woods that night, but yet she was in the hotel. Make up my mind. Yeah, I can't have it both ways. We know how Olivia is with stunts, like the water bottle. Come on, that's been debunked so many damn times. Also, in fact, that's an embarrassment. And then the fake, Idaho college mom. Come on. Listen to the interview because I did numerous times, and they slipped up a few times, like Olivia saying she never spoke to her before, but yet, if you listen closely, she will admit to actually having previous conversations with her. Yeah. And Olivia knew that was a bullshit story, and she kept going with it. Instead of stopping the so-called interview, she continued to run with it. And to this day, she probably put it back up, changed the title or something, because that's what Betty does. And come on, Olivia was behind Betty getting that Ring doorbell video that had jack squat to do with the Idaho case. And they knew it, but they put it out anyway. And then instead of Betty taking it down, she just changes the title. These people, it's freaking amazing. It's amazing. But there's a video here she did on TikTok. I'm going to show you some of her paranormal stuff too. I think this is the one I want to show about, and then we'll get into the paranormal. Oh, this was at this hotel. Okay. I'll share screen. She, you'll see. Where do you see the alien stuff? She actually goes on searches. I'm not kidding you. She actually goes on these searches. It's insane. Okay, let's go full screen. Okay, this is her TikTok about Layla Santello that's missing. Sanatello. Yeah. Layla Sanatello. They're mucking this up. Of course, Betty's went, whatever. I'm glad it's getting out there. But the other day I showed proof. I showed you that Betty was not the reason that there has been searches and activities weeks before Betty got involved. Just like with the PI. The mom had it on her Facebook before Betty got involved. But Betty's running with it like it's her idea. We need money for a PI. You don't need shit. Leave them people alone. Both you and Tweedledum over here. But let's play her.
In front of the AmeriCorps Hotel where Layla Santinello was last seen June 26th. I'm going to give you a tour of this hotel. So let's go check it out. See if maybe we can find someone walking around, ask them some questions, see if maybe they know about her whereabouts. I'm going to walk into the lobby and see if I can talk to anyone inside of there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to tell you what the lobby told me. So she said that before Layla went missing, she can't remember exactly when, but it was recent. Layla's boyfriend had come in here and he was requesting a welfare check on a room that he thought Layla was in. And 3 days prior to that, he had filed a missing persons report for her. And then he had gone in here.
Wait a minute. All right. First off, I don't buy that story. Where's the recording? Where's the recording of the interview? Because you sneaky. You record everything. Everyone thinks you're so sweet and naive and just naive. But you're not. You're conniving. You're cunning behind the scenes. I don't think it's Betty controlling you. I think you control Betty to a degree. If anybody can, you can. And you know what I mean by pulling strings. But anyway, because you only go around with her when you need content. Because other than that, you're not around her. You'll go months without seeing her. You know, being on her videos and stuff anyway. You might see her off YouTube. But yeah, as far as you guys traveling together and stuff. Okay. But second, okay, several people have called this hotel. And they have a pretty strict policy. And I mean, a couple of them reached out and sent me messages telling me they called out. And then I reached out to another creator because to see what they knew. But yeah, and it's not just that. There's several people who aren't creators who called this hotel. And, you know, their policy is pretty strict. It's pretty firm. They said they actually asked you to leave. That they didn't give you any information. I don't know. I'm just telling you what's being said. You're saying one thing, multiple people are saying another. Um, you record everything, so do you have any receipts about this interview? Second, your time frames don't make sense. You said he couldn't remember when he was in there, her boyfriend. She couldn't, whoever the source was that talked to you, couldn't remember when the boyfriend was there exactly. But then 3 days prior to that, okay, wait, that makes no sense. That makes no damn sense. If they can't remember when the boyfriend was in there, then how can they remember 3 days prior to that? If they can't remember the day he was there, it just doesn't make sense. And I just question who your source is. Does it have a bullhorn? Just asking.
and was asking for if he could do a welfare check. Then this other time, it was a Friday night, and the woman at the lobby was working that night, and Layla ran in hysterical, and she was asking where her boyfriend was and if he was here, and then she left. And that was sometime before the 26th. So that's what she told me. This is the hotel. I'm just gonna go to the back of this hotel where Layla was staying. She can't remember the exact.
I'm sure a lot. It looks like it's a hotel full of a lot of, shady activity. I'm sure there was a lot of people around that hotel. I still question your source. I question your source. We're supposed to take your word for all this, but people that have tried to confirm with the hotel, and don't you think the police have, pretty much interviewed the people at the hotel? I'm just saying. Okay.
Exact room, but she was at the back of the hotel.
Okay, you don't.
Oh, and another thing that she said was that there's like a group of men that live out here that come and like kidnap women at this specific hotel.
Oh my God. Okay.
So this is the back of the hotel.
Okay. What? Let me tell you something. If this was a real clerk working at that hotel, they would look that name up and they would be able to tell you exactly what room she stayed in. Just so you know. I'm just so you know. You got some stories to tell. I doubt.
And that direction is where that
Hey, beer can.
field is, where we talked to that man who saw her at like 7 or 8 in the morning looking for something in the field. It's in that direction. All right,
Okay.
So
Number one, he's an older gentleman.
this right here.
And she was a distance away. I would like to hear what the police say about this, him identifying this woman, not what Miss Alien Hunter / true crimer got to say. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell do aliens have to do with true crime and the paranormal. Headstones. You know any cases, true crime time? Is there any cases where aliens were involved in a true crime? Or, the paranormal?
Is the back of the hotel.
No, sir.
And I was here yesterday with my friend, and that trail goes to that field where the guy was telling us that he'd seen her, and that's why I think she took this trail this way to that field, because it's just the closest way to get there, and she was barefoot. I've seen this woman, her name is Layla Santinello. She went missing on June 26th. Does she look familiar to you? She was staying here.
Okay. Now, mind you, this is, a shady looking place with, I'm sure, some shady people trying to be nice here. Hey, CK Warhaw. Hey, Beer Can. Beer Can, did you become a member? Aw, thank you. Or you might have already been. I don't know. Anyway, it's hard to see with this stupid iPad. It doesn't want to. StreamYard is weird. See, Restream you can see. I don't know. I'm gonna get one of these working right, and I'm sticking with one of them. I'm sick of it. But I, this area had already been searched by professionals, and they used drones and canines were out, and this is weeks and weeks after the girl has just vanished. Um, I guess better late than never. I don't know.
Oh, you
But
did.
do you really think people are going to remember something that, are heavily into the drugs or the drinking and, the lifestyles they have? Do you really think some 2 months later they're going to remember? You don't think they've already been questioned, do you? Do you think they're reliable sources? I'm just asking you, Miss Alien Hunter. I got lots of questions.
I have a walkie-talkie. Don't worry.
Oh,
In case
dear
something
Lord.
happens, I have a walkie-talkie, and my friend is with me.
Wow. Okay. You're telling me that was the end of the video? No, that can't be. That can't be. I'll be bummed. Is that it? She ended the video like that? That's in poor taste. Okay, no, there's a little bit more. Okay. Let me reshare it. I don't know why it jumped out. I don't like you today either, StreamYard, so. Okay. I'm over this today.
Oh, you did. I have a walkie-talkie. Don't worry. In case something happens.
No, she ended it like that.
And
I'll
my
be
friend
damned.
is.
Okay. So I don't know what to believe about the hotel because according to the hotel, they have a strict policy. Hey, Soapwood Mama. They don't, hey, Rapid Life. They don't talk. They don't divulge stuff. And I was told she was actually asked to leave. So I didn't see no receipts. I mean, come on, Olivia records everything. She really does. But she really, really likes the paranormal alien stuff. Okay, this is her. And people take her for true crime. Have you ever listened to any of her off the wall theories about stuff? It is. I don't know how anybody takes her serious about true crime. But this is her. She's going on a paranormal search with these two paranormal dudes. Let me blow the screen up. Whoa.
And yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's going to be great, all right. Here we go.
What's up, guys? I'm here with two members of Outcast Paranormal. Here's RPG and James. We're on our way to Pensacola, Florida. We are going to interview a man who was abducted by aliens and has had a lot of interesting, unexplainable experiences happen to him in his lifetime. So,
Okay. I told you. She also loves to hunt for Bigfoot. Yes, she really does. Oh my God. You used to too? Oh, my husband loves him. Bigfoot. He totally believes. I don't, but he does. He would love to do that. Oh my God. Yeah, Bigfoot would run. But okay, this guy was abducted by aliens that they're going to interview. If you notice who's not in that car, who always had to go with her when she went with Betty places? Her mom. No shade there. Not throwing shade. I'm just saying. She's traveling with two grown men, but you don't see mom in that car. Hey, peace. Just pointing something out. But let's get back into, they're going to go interview a man who was abducted by aliens. And this is who people sub to. How the hell did she get a plaque? I'll back it up so you can hear again. She'll tell. Wait a minute.
Keep up with us, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I'll play it so you can hear it again. But these are just on her TikTok, but she's got actual theories that, oh my God.
What's up, guys? I'm here with two members of Outcast Paranormal. Here's RPG and James. We're on our way to Pensacola, Florida. We are going to interview a man who was abducted by aliens and has had a lot of interesting, unexplainable experiences happen to him in his lifetime. So keep up with us, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Wow. I want to see the interview. Oh, there's more. There's all kind of these, but there's the guy in the back was RPG. I don't know who they are. Okay, well, that's not about the paranormal though. It's about her getting spooked about that video of that so-called mom. Oh, this is her showing the whole neighborhood of Layla's whole neighborhood, showing everybody's homes and everything else. Oh, okay. You got this one is about her alien stuff. But I want to show that video on her because she only does the short TikToks, and but she does have an older video on her channel, YouTube channel, of her paranormal theories and her alien theories.
The UFO, in my opinion, is real, and I'll explain to you why I believe that. I've spent time with families from high-profile UFO cases in America. I make documentaries, and there's a few similarities between this and cases I've worked on. One of which is the Bledsoe family. I had the honor of meeting them last year, and I spent the weekend with them on their property. It was an incredible experience. This is David Eckhart. He has been abducted by aliens multiple times. In fact, when I was at his property, an entity actually approached me, touched the back of my leg, and left this huge handprint bruise on my thigh. He also photographed.
Okay, guys. That is also where you can hear Betty saying it's the murder house. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play it. They're serious. She's serious. This is who people. Yeah, she could use some brain cells. Yeah, she is. She is pretty, but yeah, they're serious. And this is RPG is what he goes by. Yeah. He was the PC on Finding Bigfoot when I worked on the show, season 10, I think. Oh, wow. Well, now they're going to interview people that were abducted by aliens. Yeah, that bruise. I watch a lot of those stupid ghost shows. I do, Zach and all them, because I'm bored and there's nothing else on. I don't never see bruises like that. But who knows? Well, she hangs with Betty, who's definitely from a different galaxy. Oh my God, let's finish this. Oh, there's so much of this. It's unbelievable.
Entities. He has tons of pictures. It's insane. But I wanted to talk about certain elements about what Angel is a 16-year-old who came out in this video. Listen to this. And when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze. The same experience as having sleep paralysis. He would just stare at me. Seconds later, I could start moving again. So this is a very interesting phenomenon, locking eyes with an entity and basically being paralyzed. When I was with the Bledsoe family, Ryan Bledsoe took me to the Cape Fear River, where in 2007, his older brother Chris and his father Chris had an experience. They were camping with some buddies at the river, and Chris disappeared. He was abducted for about 4 hours, and his son, Chris Jr., was looking for him. He was looking everywhere for his dad, couldn't find him. He was in the woods, and he encountered two entities. He locked.
Okay, I gotta stop it because of fair use. That way, oh, I don't have my banner up either. Shit. By the way, this is covered under fair use, and it is just my opinions, and I will be putting my banner up. But I have to stop it. That is, yeah. I'm half and half. She sounds ridiculous, but I also seen a ghost in my house like 100 times, so who knows? Zach Bagans, yeah, is so interesting, and he has gotten so ill since he started. Yeah, he has, hasn't he? He's like withered away. He's gotten so thin, and yeah, always wearing that mask. Yeah, I watch Zach and him. I watch a lot of them. My husband likes that stuff, so I watch it with him. But I mean, you take it with a grain of salt. Olivia cannot. You can't mix this, and you want to be taken serious as a true crime creator. You're talking about alien abductions and spirits in the woods and okay.
As soon as he made eye contact with them, he was paralyzed for 2 hours, and Ryan showed me where that happened. And it was a very traumatizing experience. And just like Angel, who was also paralyzed for a few moments, but this is a very interesting phenomenon that happens. It's not just fear. Yes, of course, fear has to do with it, but it's more than just fear. The Bledsoes have been studied by the CIA for years.
The Chris Bledsoe case, it's absolutely real.
Angel also talks about when he looked at the UFO, the object, it was blurry. And David talks about a cloaking ability that entity.
But knowing everything I know now, it's they have a cloaking ability. They're able to cloak out so you won't be able to see them. But
last night, actually, I called him and I asked him about.
Okay, a cloaking ability. Olivia, you clip this stuff up so much. Go back and actually watch the older gentleman you had on here, the whole interview. The way you clip it, it takes it out of context, by the way. Just want to let you know that. You're supposed to be such a good editor, but you overclip. Because it was, well, you do that so that it fits your narrative and not the true context of what was being said. I get it. But okay, they cloak.
About his thoughts on the UFO that crashed in Angel's backyard, and this is what.
problems with the crash. This ain't gonna land in somebody's backyard while everybody's up front wandering around because it's very dangerous how they got to get into our world. They're coming in for the fourth dimension.
So he thinks that the UFO was having
the fourth dimension.
There's probably over 57 species now that I've counted of entities with their own level of technology. They don't share all the technology.
Wait a minute. 57 species now that he's counted of entities with their own level of technology. They don't share all of their tech with each other. What? Okay. Okay. Look, I'm going to tell the WCIA I found one, the machines, and lead her to Olivia. Oh my God, that would be so good if she did one of those machine ones on Betty and Olivia. Oh my God, that would be so good. She'd have a field day with Olivia. But yeah, let's get back into her alien abductions. And there's over 57 species.
each other. So
Then when Angel describes the creatures he saw, he's detailed.
It was a tall, skinny, lengthy creature. And I look at his whole body, and he has a weird-looking feet and a big face and eyes, and you can see a big mouth. I could hear his loud, deep breathing, and I could see his stomach moving.
I also had the pleasure of meeting David's whole family and his son, who talks in detail about an encounter that he had.
And I shone the light across the window, and he looked at me. And when he looked at me, he put his hands on the glass. He had webbed hands, big hands, long fingers that kind of like bulged on the ends, and they got pointy and webbed in between. Put his hands on the glass, and he looked at me, and he was like, he looked so scared. Like, the emotion that came across his face was like, oh my God, somebody sees me.
Here's the body cam footage of what is believed to be the UFO before.
Just before midnight on April 30th, skywatchers across several western states saw a bright fireball streak through the heavens.
Very interesting phenomenon that happens.
It wasn't a UFO, Olivia. It wasn't a. I can't. This is too much for me. Maybe this was not for me to review because welcome to Hogwarts. Invisibility cloak activate. Oh my God, this is okay. It wasn't a UFO. Wow. I'm going back to it because
at the Bledsoe's property, and I had the honor of actually experiencing that.
So this right here is actually a lens flare. Don't pay attention to that. These right here are the two orbs.
That is an orb hovering down above the trees. See it moving? It's just fading out right now.
Oh my gosh. It's going away.
It's disappearing. I told you. I saw it. I come out here to turn the gas on.
There. Oh my gosh.
There you go, love.
Got that on.
Now, the next thing
Overall, personally, I believe Angel and his story. I don't think that his family just made this up and called the police as a joke. It just doesn't seem fake to me. It seems real. They've been going through a lot, especially with misinformation with the media. Listen.
You can see people are saying that we disappeared, the news stations. You know, what I learned these couple days, that everything on TV is fake, and especially the news channels, they'll say fake stuff, and it's not true. If you want to believe it. I don't care no more, and I just want to be normal again, and just move on, guys. Forget about it, and just.
What they're going through is a very common thing that families that experience this phenomenon go through. They feel alone, they feel like they have no one to talk to, and they have the whole world and the media blundering them, saying that they're making things up. I fully stand by Angel and his family, the Bledsoes, and David Eckhart. They are not making up these things. This is real shit, guys.
I'm being nice. Okay. But she wants to be taken seriously as a true crime creator. Huh. I can't. Hey, Clemson girl. Okay. Nice Bettyism puncher. Oh my God. Oh, cool. So aliens breathe oxygen. Must be hard in space where they live that has 0% oxygen. It's funny. He was just on Ryan's Facebook where he posts everything about his paranormal adventures. And I see no Olivia anywhere on his page. You know what? Those two together, they could put on some lives about some aliens now. I was part of a paranormal team. It's easy to get in with them, and a lot of people do watch that stuff because we all fear the unknown. Oh, I watch it. My husband likes it, so I watch it with him. Hey, Mama Smita. Oh, my God, but you can't. Aliens and true crime? No. She wants to be. Where's these? I want to see these documentaries. She calls I guess all her videos are documentaries. God, get over yourself, girl. It's a freaking video. She's got some of her theories Yeah. I guess on TikTok you only can upload so many, for so much. I don't do TikTok, but videos are never very long. So I guess she's not putting these so-called documentaries on TikTok. So it has to be YouTube. And I did find one, and it's really. Hi, Denise. Okay. Y'all want to see some more of her alien stuff? Or can I? I'm bouncing around showing things about her. But if you watch this video, this is about the Layla Santinello case. This girl not only she videoed the whole neighborhood and just put the whole thing on her TikTok and YouTube. Everybody's house. Didn't care. No worries whatsoever. Like, okay, we know she didn't disappear from that neighborhood. So the point is just to bother the neighbors because she didn't disappear from there. But listen to what's said. Listen to what's said. You'll hear Betty. It's either this one or the next one. But right there, right there. See it? See it? Oh, let me back it up. Right there, murderer. Murderer's house. Right there. Hi, Laugh at Night. Oh, thank you, Laugh at Night. Welcome to Poolside. But you guys, I'm not sharing the screen. It didn't share. It should have. I'll be a son of a bitch. That's all right. I wanted to show you this. Unbelievable what these two will do. They have no idea who or what happened. If anything happened, they don't know. But they're going to, and Betty has said it. She did say that on her own lives. She said that she said she's gone, basically. But I'm going to start this over because I didn't share a screen, which that's okay. It's only a minute long anyway. But I want to show you guys some more of her paranormal. It gets weird.
This is the street that she lived on.
Now watch the screen.
If you know something, say something.
Why are you showing the street?
TBI line.
It's not where she disappeared from. Right there. Did you see it? Did you see that? I'll back it up. And the only reason, because you can't pick it up if you don't have the I think it's the closed caption on. And TikTok picked it up. But it's them calling that house the murderer's house. I don't think I went back far enough. Yeah, they're right there. See it? Right there, murderer's house, right there. TikTok picked up the background voice of Betty, Bullhorn Betty. They have no idea. But they're happy to put this misinformation out there. Now, she's going to do her little true crime spiel here and then go back to talking to people who were abducted by aliens. Yeah, she's missing. That's it. Right now, she's missing. And they don't have a right to say the stuff that they do. Okay, this is, I think, another one of her videos. Oh, this is about, someone did this about her on TikTok. And he does it creepy. But it's about her in that interview with the so-called college mom from the college kid from Idaho. That was none of it true. So obvious. But yeah, we'll play this. This was creepy.
Chronicles of Olivia. So much so she took down that vital video of Kim #WSUMon.
Yep. She took it down and changed the title and stuff, but I believe she put it back up, even though she probably won't. I don't know if she'll admit it or not.
Children's Afternoon lasts 12 hours, all day or all night. 2 hours real.
Hey guys, so I thought I would change the scenery a little bit. I'm in my garden, not in my room, but I wanted to go over why I took down my last video. I made it private. I've been getting a lot of emails. People are concerned, wondering why I took it down. A lot of people want me to put it back up. And so I just kind of wanted to explain. I interviewed Kim, a mother from Wazoo, and she originally called into the Drunk Turkey Show, and they have 2 videos on there, which you can watch. Everything she said in that interview was said in mine. A few days later, I released my interview with her. But for some reason, my video became very controversial. I was receiving threats, and I just thought I would take it down. It seemed to really upset a lot of people, and I thought it was best to remove it. But if you want to listen to what she said, you can just watch it on the Drunk Turkey Show. As soon as I had made the video private, I received this email, which I wanted to read to you. And I thought it was very interesting, and it kind of blew me away.
Tell the truth. See, you're just like your buddy Betts. Tell the truth. You took it down. You privated it because you know you were wrong. You know it wasn't real. You also know you can't get the Drunk Turkey Show to take their videos down. But go back and listen to that video, and you'll hear where you actually admit you had had contact with her several times before this call to the Drunk Turkey Show. Yeah, I caught that part. Olive oil. You know it was nothing but bull crap, and that's exactly why you privated it. You won't delete it because you won't delete the views. And you guys need to understand your views because on TikTok, because Betty clearly don't. And that's been pointed out several times. How she thinks a hashtag is her, that the views on that hashtag. It's the hashtag, it's not her. But she claims all them views. But yeah, you go ahead.
Read it together. Olivia, I'm the person behind the comment below, and I want to tell you that I my heart, I'm so at all, and love wins in the end, guys. It's so easy to say whatever we want through a screen, and it's easy for people to judge a person even when they don't even know them, and be mean and hurtful and spiteful. It's so easy nowadays with the internet, but I think that we get carried away sometimes, and things get too far when we start to threaten people and for reasons that just don't really make sense. But I wanted to read the comments. So she said, I'm sorry, Olivia, but how do you know if this source is even credible? Has she been vetted? She could be exaggerating and embellishing.
Okay. Olivia, everything you just said, you support 100% because your BFF, Big Bad Betty, does that all the time. Does everything you just said. Interesting. Drunk Turkey Guy was on a recent 2020 or 48 Hours, one of those shows, and was asked about this stuff. It was an interesting interview. Yeah. That was such a scam. I can't go to that channel anymore, so I don't know if she put it back up. Yeah. I'm going to check. She was living in a hotel with friends for a long time before she went missing. Yeah. She wasn't living, that's what I mean. She didn't disappear from that street. Why the hell are you there showing all these people's homes and shit? You know, what the hell is wrong with you?
Stories to pay attention. You absolutely no training and no education in psychology, law enforcement, or police work. If what she says is truly what her daughter relayed to her, who is her daughter and how credible is her daughter? I'm thinking less of this channel as I watch the sensationalism growing more and more each day, and I see you cashing in on the fact that Haley followed your true crime channel. Who cares? Olivia, if you get information that could be this important to the child of Ryan Koberger and whether or not that the killer could be convicted, if it really is important factual information, why are you sensationalizing this information on YouTube? You should be reporting it to the FBI and keeping your mouth shut. Tabloids rely on sensationalism to increase their circulation. Don't be gentle with yourself. And it goes on, but that is I don't know, forget to eat for hours, and I fast when I go through an interview like is streamed, because I don't think it's really fair. I'm okay with parts of my videos being streamed as long as there's credit being given, but when channels are streaming my entire comment, my entire video, not giving credit, or even if they do give credit, but just play my whole video.
Oh, I gave you credit. I hashtagged you, and at the end of the description, I will put the link to your TikTok channel. But, you know, yeah, she sure did, CK Walla.
It's really not.
Her haters, she ran from her haters over there because she was getting a lot of hate. Okay, I cannot even pronounce that. Canuckian? Hey, how are you? I'll call you the big C. That's okay.
not fair to me. So if you do see, creators out there doing that, be kind and nicely say, hey, like give credit.
Canuckian? Yeah, there you go. Okay, these TikToks. See, TikTok's weird. They just cut off. Oh, I think I showed that one. I don't know if I showed this one though. Okay, this is another TikToker who's talking about one of Olivia's videos. I know I'm all over the place, but this was just about Olivia. Um, so I wanted to show you a little bit of everything she does.
Olivia. If you know of Chronicles of Olivia, I posted her interview with Kim just a few days ago. She has since removed that video, and I'll share why.
I wanted to go over why I took down my last video.
Oh,
I
we've
made it
seen that.
private, and I've been getting a lot of emails. People are concerned, wondering why I took it down. A lot of people want me to put it back up. And
No.
so I just kind of wanted to explain. I interviewed Kim, a mother from Wazoo, and she originally called into the Drunk Turkey show, and they have 2 videos on there which you can watch. Everything she said in that interview was said in mine.
You took it down because you were getting so much backlash of it being fake. And it is fake.
A few days later, I released my interview with her. But for some reason, my video became very controversial. I was receiving threats, and I just thought I would take it down. It seemed to really upset a lot of people, and I thought it was best to remove it.
You removed it because you knew. You knew. So I want to see the video of this interview with these people that were abducted by aliens. I don't know. I want to see it. So you're telling me that she's a reliable source for true crime? After TikTok, that's what I heard. Oh. Yeah, she was. She has a lot of haters over there. A lot of haters. But here's Olivia's channel. And I'm sorry, but people may disagree, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But my opinion about her and the conclaves, she played that people. She played the hell out of them people for that interview. She knew damn well she was not friends with their daughter. Their daughter probably followed a lot of people on TikTok. That means nothing. They never, ever spoke. They were not friends. But she played that they were and that their daughter loved her. And then, Slimy Betty slid herself right in there. Nope. Nope. She's got all this off the wall shit on here. A noise from his room. Brian Kohlberger's neighbor tells us about his oddness. Why the hell are you even talking to potential witnesses? And people will tell you anything. You have no idea what they're telling you is true. Oh my God. Someone's here. Idaho 4. I got to share this so you guys can see this. This is insane. How do people take her seriously? And how the hell did she get so many subs? Look at this channel. It is insane. Crime scene. The tape was removed. What? Showing you around Brian Kohlberger's apartment. I remember when she was there with Betty, I did a video on that because they actually didn't search anything. How the hell are you showing anybody around that apartment? You can't get inside. You're outside in the freaking parking lot. Are you freaking kidding me? How the hell is that content? Because you're showing the outside of a building. Okay. Crime didn't happen there. Who Kaylee and Maddie were. I mean, this is insane. This is just insane. All Idaho 4, look at that. And they think they did something big and important. They went to Moscow. No one cares. Why do you think no one else did? Crime didn't happen there. He wasn't arrested there. No big deal. So what? He had an apartment there. So did a lot of other kids. No big deal. Why do you think no other media cared? What they wanted to cover about it, they already did. Yet again, you guys call it breaking news. But you were late to the game, as always. Look at this stuff for Quentin Simon. Oh, that makes me sick what they did down there. But you know she heavily edited all that footage. Kylie Rodden. All this crap. She just keeps putting out this bullshit. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Oh, here it is. Burden of proof. The Bledsoe family. Okay, I think we seen that. How we communicate in the wild. Betty Bullhorn went dumpster diving for Gabby Petito's memorabilia. Yeah, she did. Disgusting. Disgusting. Oh my God. This is crazy. Look at all the summer wells. Man finds noose near Brian remains. Real encounters with the fourth dimension entities. Oh my God. And they think that they harass Cassie Laundry so much that she came out of the house because of them. They really, truly believe that.
My own place, different place.
Now, this is the Eckharts. They're the ones that have all been abducted. I'm mixed Canadian and Canuck, hence the Canuckian. Oh, okay, Canuckian. Okay. Makes sense. Cool name.
And that confirmed for me, for real. It wasn't like knowing that something's going on and knowing that they're real and just seeing like a little heat wave or a mirage every now and then. Like I saw. I was in the moment with one. And it was like, okay, they're real. It was just for me. I told one person, I'm crazy, never talk to me again. You know what I mean? We lived in Milton. She was just a little baby. And her mom woke me up at night saying that there was somebody in the backyard. And we lived in a trailer. It was kind of in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by woods. Had an old boat in the backyard that belonged to the landlord and whatnot. Anyways, so she woke me up saying somebody was in the backyard. And so I looked out the window and there was lights in the backyard. Somebody was in the backyard. And so I got looking. I took a flashlight. And I shined.
You know, never mind. I'm not even going to comment about the kids. I wish there wasn't kids in this video. Maybe I should just play the audio. I don't like that part.
Out the window, and they were in the boat that was in the backyard. Now the boat was like full of leaves and water and old flower pots that had been there for years. And it was a cabin cruiser, so it had like glass windows all the way around. And I shined it across the window, and there was a tan Zeta type guy in there. He was half Zeta. Well, you know what Zeta is, right? So the grays with the big oval eyes and long slender bodies and whatnot. He had to be
Okay, so you're going to hear and you're going to learn about multiple species of aliens because this guy says there's 57. And that's why he's saying, the Vedas. I wonder if they're related to Beta. She's like Olivia is boring to me. She's like a baby tragedy pimp, but she has no personality, so it's hard to rip her like that. Yeah, she doesn't. She's better behind the scenes. But yeah, he's going to school us on the different species of aliens.
Half that and half something else. Well, maybe half us. He had no shirt on. I could see from the waist up. He had a perfect V build. He might have weighed about 50, 60 pounds. Small. Abs all the way up. Had no hair. He was wet. Had a bony brow like a Klingon. Ovalish purple metallic eyes. And I shined the light across the window, and he looked at me. And when he looked at me, he put his hands on the glass. He had webbed hands, big hands, long fingers that kind of like bulged on the ends, and they got pointy, webbed in between. Put his hands on the glass, and he looked at me, and he was like, he looked so scared. Like the emotion that came across his face was like, oh my God, somebody sees me. I'm not supposed to be seen. I'm going to get in trouble or something. But he had that look, and I was like, oh my God. And
now, remember the two guys she was in the car with? I believe, because that's the same picture she showed. Really bad drawings, by the way. But are you starting to understand about the different species of aliens?
The fear moment that came across is a natural thing. People, they look at fear and they think, oh, you lose sister or whatever. It doesn't have to be that way. Like, fear is a natural thing that comes across people. Well, how you react to fear is where it's at. Inside of me, there was a little voice that said, go for it. Like, this is once in a lifetime.
Okay.
I have to face this. So I ran out the front of the house and I ran up to the boat.
Okay.
Level up with the new video editor.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I want to try to get to her part. If she does any talking. A lot of these videos, you don't see her, and she doesn't do any talking.
Let's take us back to like the first time you remember, whatever age you were, that you had missed.
See, most of the time, she's behind the camera when it's like these so-called, I guess she calls this the documentary. It's 7 minutes long. It's not a documentary. But a lot of times she actually just does the filming. I've noticed that a lot about her. Maybe stay behind it more.
Experience.
So I don't know if it was the Milton House or what.
All right, well, you guys get the gist of it.
Yeah, freaked out, sure.
I don't like that his daughter's there.
It's weird. I can just tell some random people.
I don't like that his daughter's in this. I'm not comfortable with that.
Traffic, like 5 minutes.
Okay, we got her talking, and they're looking up at her. Let's go back a little bit. Let's see what our great true crime creator has to say about an alien abduction and this guy knows all the species of aliens. He said there's more than 57, he said.
Things, the veil, as you described, the inkiness would open. And funny story, what happened, Olivia, when you posted that video on TikTok of the frequency your dad got from the portal?
So we played the portal audio in the car just for a little bit. And when James was driving on Google Maps, all of a sudden it showed that there was traffic and there were no cars in front of us for a long time. And it was just red. And we were like, that's weird. And then we hit traffic 5 minutes later. And then it turned to the Google Maps. It showed that there was no traffic, but there was traffic.
So it was just really weird. But then on TikTok, when I posted the video, they were writing that like people that they were feeling sick and like nauseous. People were vomiting. They had headaches and migraines when they were listening to the audio in the TikTok. And so I thought that was weird. Like, wow, people are.
What? So is she freaking serious? She played this audio on TikTok and people were getting sick? Oh my God. And she's a true crime creator? Okay.
Saying that they're sick.
And today I just noticed online that the U.S. government admitted that they have technology that can change the fabric of reality. So whatever, you remember the Philadelphia experiment?
Right.
I mean, that was real. That's
right. And the leading scientist of Lockheed Martin come forward on his deathbed and said, if you can think it, we have done it.
It's amazing.
Well, so if you guys can think it, then we hope we can do it.
Yeah.
Our ignorance is that we think we're number one. Right. And if we can shed that ignorance.
Naturally ignorant. Naturally shallow is how people are. And it's just the way we are.
Yep. Well, I think that's also conditioned into us because we don't want thinkers like your mom and dad and you and us. They don't want that because that would figure it out.
Yeah.
And
paranoia is another thing that's like programmed into us that keeps us from trying to be deep thinkers.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna think I'm weird.
Yeah. Well, the shame culture is everything these days, and oh God, I hate that. That's bullying.
Yeah.
I don't like bullying.
This is another good thing about David.
Yeah.
His dad, because he cared for people too.
That's an amazing thick skin.
Just does it, yeah.
I wish. I'm getting close.
Thick skin. It's good to have. That's such a trait. Like people that make breakthroughs and keep trying. Those people.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, because I know it's not.
All right. I'm done with that. I can't. Nope. Anyway. There's another video I want to play. It's what do you guys think of oh, come on now. I'm trying to get Chronicles of Oblivious brought up. What do you think of our true crime creator? Why is it not saying how much? With her aliens. Do you Google Maps got something wrong. It is absolute proof of aliens. Yeah. Yeah, weird because technology or places where there is a lot of electric current can mess up devices or cause nausea. Yeah. But according to Olivia, yeah, that recording she played of those aliens, they did it. You know, there's, according to these people, there's over 57 species. And he was even giving you names of the species. That's pretty far. Great combo. I don't think much of any of them, honestly, me either. It's just she's always getting a pass. You know, she does the same shit. A lot of it, she's in with Bullhorn with a lot of the stuff that they do. And she just seems to always get a pass. You know, it's like nobody calls her out on her stuff. And I just started digging. I probably should have put a little bit more time into it, but there's so much that I'm sure I'll find some better stuff. But to bring out the water bottle stuff again, that's been debunked so many times, it's not even funny. I mean, I can't even believe anybody believed that in the first place. Just like when they went to Idaho, her and Big Bad Betty. They were down there searching for the murmur weapon. I had a good time making a video on that. It was before I started going live. But I begged it. I wanted Betty to get in one of them dumpsters. They didn't actually physically move anything and look. I mean, it was breaking news that the town had a lake. It was breaking news that a university with an agricultural program had a big garden with a shovel in it that clearly hadn't been touched in a very long time. I mean, it was stupid. They rode around. She wouldn't even move a lid on a trash can. Now, mind you, this is months after everything's already been thoroughly searched. She wouldn't move a dead weed. It was ridiculous. I expected her stuff. Hey, Sofa King. I expected her stuff to be worthless. I feel vindicated. Yeah. Well, she's already lying. Either she's misinforming people or she needs to show the receipts because according to the hotel, they told her to leave and gave her no information. I have never gotten why she got a pass. I also feel like one person said she could be a good video editor and that caught wind with no merit. Not saying she was so talented was ignorant to me. She sometimes over edits. But then she knows, like in some of her paranormal stuff, like the one clip I showed, she edited that clip down to a second just to fit what she was saying. But if you would actually hear the whole interview, she takes it totally out of context. But she does that on purpose. But she, I don't get mixing aliens and the paranormal with the true crime. I don't know. Olivia is, she's, I don't buy, it's the same thing with LB. I don't buy I'm the little Miss Innocent Naive crap. Number one, I spend a lot of time deep diving on LB, and I found a lot of shit. She's not the naive little Miss Goody Two Shoes, and I made videos on it. But she's the same way. They're conniving, sneaky behind the scenes. But yeah, she supports openly all the stuff Betty does. I mean, and she puts out a lot of misinformation. Let's face it. Olivia puts out a lot of misinformation. Come on. Why? They weren't even clearly dressed to be searching anywhere. They had no intentions of going deep into anything. They pretty much stayed surface, if you ask me, because they were only filming everything, recording everything to have content for no other purpose. They were not there because they really cared about that girl. They were there to make content. Why are they even bringing up Gabby Petito's story again? Content. And why go back to the wells where they don't even live anymore? Content. They got views and made mad money during those stories because of their ridiculous antics, turning everything into a circus. Content. Olivia will now, you won't see her for a while once they do so much together. Go watch the pattern. She'll disappear. I mean, I'm talking about for YouTube. I don't know about outside of YouTube. But she won't be traveling with Betty or anything for a minute. And then boom, they both need content. And that's all they do is walk around and shoot stuff. Come on, that was so fake. They were using the staple gun to put that poster on the telephone pole only because they were being recorded doing it. Come on. That's my issue with it all. It's not real. It's like Betty slipped and said, it was a vacation. She was on vacation. But they pass out too much misinformation. And they muck up these cases. They were dressed like they were going to go to the pool, which they did. Exactly, yeah. Oh, wow, that sucks, Lapidly. Yeah, I hear questioning the earth shape. I hear you. Well, Olivia's far out there. But this is, I guess, a fairly new clip channel. I used a couple clips the other night. I think it was their first ones. But this clip channel, Chronicles of Oblivious, put together a video about Betty and Olivia's last little vacation on Subs Dimes. But Betty's got something to say about grifting, and she knows what the difference is. I don't care what she asked for. Do it honestly. Use it for what it's exactly for. But come on, you want a $4,000 camera? Buy it for your damn self. Okay, that's not even a camera you need. Come on, you're a YouTuber. You're not that big of a YouTuber. Let's face it. In the YouTube realm, you're not that big. I'm barely a speck, so you don't need the equipment that you ask for, and then you lie about what you do with the stuff. It's just, that's where it gets people. And like I asked you in the beginning, show me some receipts where you financially took money out of your own pocket and handed it over to any victims' families. You said you have. You've helped over 20 families. Okay. I could name some you haven't helped. Quite a few, actually. Where'd my mouse go? All right. This is from, just to close it off here. I want to show some of this video. How long is it? Yeah, I'll just show some of it because I didn't realize it's so long. Let me make sure I have share screen. Thought I did share screen. Okay, let me share screen. I think I have too many things open. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking.
Start their own investigation. Let's break down Betty's life and discuss some of the claims she's made involving Layla's case.
The news is that, well, I don't know, it's good and bad news. It appears that we did find the location where Layla was at. We found where she was sleeping behind the hotel on the 26th. So
also, you don't know that as fact. You don't know that anything you found back there belonged to her. You have no idea who it belongs to. You're already almost 2 months behind, okay? And this area has been searched by the professionals, and even some canines. Yeah, drones. Yeah. Quit stating stuff as fact when you have no idea.
We pinned it. We reached out to law enforcement just to let them know that we had found it if they hadn't. Like people had been there in the past. It looked like there was only really one campsite in that area. So you could see the bedding there. And when you compare the bedding to the AmeriCorps bedding, you can tell that bedding, the sheet, the blanket, they had like a fuzzy brown blanket, which came from the hotel. And then they had the actual like printed comforter that they put on the beds at AmeriCorps. We also learned that AmeriCorps is a well-known hotel that does help the community here house some of the homeless population. They work, from my understanding, work with the government or maybe a nonprofit or something, but a lot of the homeless people end up going there to stay, for however long they can, and it's like a stage to help them get back on their feet. So we don't know where she's at. We talked to a lot of people. We did massive amounts.
And you have no idea how that bedding got back there. You have no idea whose bedding it was. Betty. Like you said, it's a transient hotel. There's a lot of drugs and alcohol and all kind of crime that goes on. There's all kind of, yeah. You have no idea.
Claim number 1. Did Layla sleep in the woods on June 26th with a hotel comforter? First, let's take a look at what Betty and Olivia found in the woods. The claim Betty just made here is purely speculation. There is nothing confirmed from any reliable source indicating that Layla slept in the woods behind the hotel on the 26th, or that she stole a comforter from the hotel. The last confirmed location where Layla was staying was in a text exchange with her mother. Layla told her mother she was staying in a room at the AmeriPort Hotel with a friend days before her disappearance. Also, Layla's mother has been quoted in articles stating Layla was confirmed to be seen on camera at the hotel the morning of June 27th. She would have not been seen walking through the hotel's lobby that morning if she slept in the woods the night before.
But if you guys have any...
You hear that, Betty? Again, you're passing around misinformation. You and Olivia.
leads or hearing of anything, send that to, again, all leads should be going to law enforcement and the TBI, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you have legit information, you need to be calling TBI, 1-800-TBI-FIND. Unfortunately, this is the situation that we're in. The people that she was hanging around will not call law enforcement. They don't really want to deal with law enforcement. And that's where I think some of this is coming up with that. So the only thing, if they're willing to talk to the law and they're willing to tell their story, they need to go straight to TBI. They need to go straight to Kingsport Police. But if they've got warrants out for their arrest, they don't want to deal with law enforcement, they can always send the lead to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. And I will absolutely make sure that is moved forward. Right now, this girl has been gone for well over a month.
Let's back that up and listen to it one more time.
They've got warrants out for their arrest. They don't want to deal with law enforcement. They can always send the lead to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. And I will absolutely make sure that is moved forward.
Claim number 2. Should people with information in Layla's case bypass the tip line and send leads to Betty directly?
No.
The TBI has a link on their website specifically for anonymous.
And Betty did. If you go back and you look at that, Betty did. I blew it up as much as I could. Betty did actually tell people to give her their tips. She really did. They go too far.
Anonymous tips in Layla's case. In every case, in every state, there is always an anonymous tip line. Please do not send YouTubers information about Layla's case, or any case. The link to the anonymous tip line will be in the description of this video.
It's the lack of cameras. They don't have a lot of cameras here in Kingsport at their shopping centers. It's not like Florida. It's not like where many of us live. You turn around and there's a camera on the exterior of the businesses. The only one that has any kind of cameras on the outside of the business is Ashley Furniture Store, and they don't even have cameras on the front of their building. The only camera that they have is on the rear side of their building, not the front. So there's literally no cameras here. So there's no way for anybody to know if she was picking up or not from that parking lot. I can tell you that it appears from everything I've seen that she must have had to have called somebody, and that somebody must have picked her up. And I truly...
Betty, Shut up. You don't know this. Stop it. You're not saying, you're putting it out as fact. You have no idea if she called anybody, if anybody picked her up. You don't know. And why are you so hell bent on these cameras? If you want all these places to have cameras, go buy them for them.
Truly believe that that is what we're going to find out has happened in this case, that she did leave that area. And that's a little concerning for me, especially if she left the area with somebody that she knew, because that's a tale that tells you something. She wasn't in that area. She's not. She went somewhere. So what happened to her from the time somebody picked her up to the time she stopped contacting anyone? Thank you, Faithlyn.
Claim number 3. Is the town of Kingsport lacking cameras? First, these are live streaming feeds of traffic cameras utilized by news stations for traffic and weather reports. There are approximately 20 of them, showing all of Kingsport's major roadways.
There you go, Betty. But there's no cameras. None that Betty wanted to see.
Next, traffic cameras on street lights. Kingsport unveiled a new camera system called Flock Safety.
You can trust for 70 years.
Kingsport police have a new tool they say will help solve crime. Cameras installed around the city that can spot cars on the road right down to the vehicle's license plate.
Yeah, they're called Flock security cameras. Kingsport police revealed today the cameras are installed and they are fully operational. Jayana Scurry is live in Kingsport in our newsroom with more on our top
But there's no cameras anywhere.
story at 5:30.
Sarah Josh, Flock Safety security cameras helps read license plates and other characteristics of vehicles. The Kingsport Police Department hopes that this helps them with investigations.
Tom Patton with Kingsport Police says that the cameras are connected to a nationwide network.
If a vehicle has been entered into NCIC as stolen, or possibly the mode of transport for a wanted fugitive or a missing person, then the cameras are going to alert on that.
Patton says the cameras have other capabilities.
And also, it can look for different types of vehicles. It can look for the makes and models and styles of vehicles and unique features as well. So if there's somebody we're looking for, even if we don't have their tag number, it can oftentimes alert on that.
Kingsport citizen Angela Bowser thinks this is a good tool for the city.
I know it's something that other states have implemented, and
I know what Betty's talking about. She wants cameras in store parking lots. Well, some have them, some don't, but I don't think they're going to give her that information.
it could be good like for car thefts and for child abductions, things like that, and help, maybe locate missing children quicker.
All of the cameras are located on public highways and roadways.
They don't record in any private areas or on somebody's private property. It's all public roadways.
Uh-huh.
The cameras have been installed a few days ago and are fully operational. Live in Kingsport, Jayana Scurry, News Channel 11.
Kingsport is the first in the state to implement this kind of technology. It's an extra set of eyes and ears all throughout the city, a police force multiplier. With 120 reports an hour, Kingsport is reporting a significant reduction in all crime overall. These are some examples of the alerts and footage.
Oh, so they do show the businesses and stuff. Which I'm sure there was.
All banks and ATMs are required to have cameras, gas stations, police dash cams, business security cameras, hotels, etc. Kayla's mother also acknowledged the camera footage of Layla at the hotel. Clearly, had there been any research done, Betty would know. Kingsport has plenty of cameras.
like a no-name case, right? This is Layla Santinello. She's barely getting any kind of coverage from her local media here.
Claim number 4. Has Layla's case not been getting any news coverage? Again.
Nah, I showed this on my live a couple days, or was Sunday. There was professional searchers. I mean, law enforcement, canines, drones, sonar. There was searches done. There was media coverage. There was news stories. There was articles. Way before Betty ever got involved. Betty was late to this game. These searches and these posts were all done weeks before Betty got involved. But according to Betty, nothing was being done or said. I covered this last time when I reviewed Betty.
Just a quick Google search.
Yeah, I showed all the different agencies that were involved and all the different social media posts they put out with flyers about her being missing and all her info and stuff. I showed there. Yeah, there's multiple. I mean, Betty was so full of it, and this was back at the beginning of August. So Betty just got involved last week. This has been going on. They were really late to the game, but like I say, better late than never. And I'm sure they're appreciative for the flyers that they only put up because they were filming each other putting them up. I mean, let's be honest here. It wasn't about them. But there's nothing out there about it, or very little. But I had no problem finding anything. And apparently, Chronicles of the Oblivious didn't either.
And the list goes on. I saw at least 100 articles about Layla's case.
For all this stuff, and we cover the true crime, and we have our statistics, and those statistics kind of drive a lot of what we say and a lot of our commentary and pointing fingers. And again, when it comes to the 20-something-year-olds, I really do try very hard to be extra attentive to the detail and the information because they're young, they're impressionable. You never want them to go through
Wait. Whoa, what did you just say? You try to give extra attention to the detail? Are you kidding me? Betty, you're always so far off and so wrong, it's not funny. What the? Honestly, sometimes it'd be better if you just didn't say nothing. Seriously. And if you got to pat your get on your YouTube and your TikTok and pat yourself on the back for every little thing you do in a case, that's messed up. I mean, most people who go and do things in their communities and elsewhere, they don't get on here live and pat themselves on the back and scream and yell about all they do for all these victims and their families. All the harassment you do, all the doxing of people you do, and bad doxes to begin to boot. All the friends and family you harass. All the misinformation you put out there. Think some may tell you you don't help, Betty. We've seen how you muck up a case. And we can go through a lot of cases. But, it's not just the 3 you keep talking about.
Online bullying and things like that.
Those are the 3 you make your money out of. That's why you keep talking about them. That's where you made big paydays. Up at Tito and Wells and Laundry. And Quentin. You did too. But there's other cases, Betty, that you've been involved in, and you've been a nightmare. Remember when you picketed a congressman's house with the Proud Boys? Remember your white power with your fingers? When you were sitting with the Proud Boys? I do. Just asking.
That's why I was so cautious with the Idaho 4. That's why even with Leilani Simon, I wanted to find out what was going on.
No, you didn't.
Really
You wanted to find out what was going on? You went down there and created a freaking madhouse. It was not none of your business. It was an open, active investigation. The last thing that the police department needed was any of you down there doing what all of you did. I'm not just blaming you. It was all of you. But you incite people. That I do. I stick by.
A whole lot about her until I got there, and I started getting the information in.
You didn't get no.
Claim number 5. Is Betty extra cautious in her reporting to prevent online bullying?
Hell no.
Extra attentive to the detail and the information because they're young, they're impressionable. You never want them to go through any horrible things from like online bullying and things like that. That's why I was so cautious with the Idaho 4. That's why Leilani Simon, I wanted to find out what was going on.
You were so cautious with the Idaho 4. You literally went on panels attacking one of the survivors because you didn't agree with what was being put out that she supposedly said. You have attacked a family because they made a personal choice, which it was their son that was murmured, not yours, and they have a right to that personal choice. You put out misinformation in this case. You're obsessed with Brian Kohlberger, in my opinion. You definitely not helped this case at all.
Never really said a whole lot about her until I got there. And I started getting the information in.
Let's take a look at how cautious Betty was of the young and impressionable minds in the Idaho 4 case. Betty, discussing one of the surviving roommates.
The roommate did not contact authorities for 6 hours despite hearing several of her roommates in distress as well as witnessing the killer. This is unacceptable to me. So don't blame Bullhorn Betty that she has a target on her back. She did it to herself. Who does this? And I'm tired of hearing she was frozen in shock. If she was frozen in shock, she would still be standing at the door. Frozen in shock means just that. Frozen in shock. It doesn't mean I'm frozen in shock but have the brain powers to shut and lock a door. It doesn't mean that she's so frozen in shock that she can pick up a phone and dial all of her roommates to check on them. That doesn't sound to me like she's in shock at those moments. Was she in shock? I'm sure she was. Did that shock subside? I believe it did. Why did she not do more? Why?
Or when she insinuated a male who
Wow.
was arrested for grand theft auto was the suspect.
And that was mild. You should have heard the stuff she said on Molly's panel about that girl. Betty has no idea what happened or what they went through, what they experienced, what they saw. But she's an advocate for victims. She helps these cases.
Doxing his name and photo on a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you send it, Go Bulldogs? Oh, thank you, Just Country Girl. I just emailed you a screenshot from the Idaho. Okay, just email. Okay, let me get my emails real quick. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, email. All right, here we go. There he is. That is the guy. Right there, Jason Elkins. Jason Elkins, arrested in connection with this murder. He was arrested this morning. Was it yesterday morning or this morning at 3 a.m.? Take a picture. Okay. He looks the part. Like I told you, when you guys, there he is.
Wow.
One of the people responsible for this heinous crime.
No.
The only person responsible?
That's not even true. And do you think she took that down or came out and apologized and said she was wrong? Hi, Rowdy. Absolutely not. She didn't. Wow. Well, she doxed that. What she was telling everybody was the glare. She went and doxed that dude, and it wasn't the glare, which was obvious right from the get-go. But yeah, this is insane. This dude had nothing to do with the Idaho 4 case.
But he has been arrested.
No, he wasn't.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. I just want to let you guys know, you guys rock. This is what I'm talking about. He was arrested on 12:30 at 2:44 a.m. So that was this morning. They had the timestamp there at 2:44 this morning. This gentleman was arrested, and like I said, he looks pretty creepy to me. He looks dead in his eyes.
But he wasn't
in this world, and he chose to take out.
He wasn't arrested for the Idaho 4 murders. Betty.
4 human beings. He is a despicable man. There he is. True crime crazy. His Facebook cover photo says it was good. It was good while it lasted. That is creepy. You hear that, Olivia? Yeah. That is super, super creepy. One of the 3 they questioned that night. That was one of the 3. What? Was that one of the ones over in the Banfield incident? Who were identified in the Banfield incident?
No.
Teamwork, great job. Absolutely. Absolutely. So for those who are just tuning in, we have almost 1,300 people in the chat. Please go out. Don't forget to like the segment. We are now learning that this gentleman, Jason Elkins, is one of the people responsible for this heinous crime. He is one of the people responsible for this heinous crime. They stated in the article.
That is a lie. And you didn't vet your source, Betty. Did you confirm it? No.
He does not attend the University of Idaho, but he is a college student. What college did he go to? Was he here visiting friends? Was he here visiting family? There are a lot of questions, but this case is not cold. They found the suspect. And we had bounced back and forth because we have to cover.
Or when she claimed Brian Koberger's sister was helping his defense team and filming the crime scene. This was debunked. His sister was in Washington at that exact time.
Yep.
She was in the courtroom for her brother's extradition hearing. How did she do with the Quinton Simon case?
This child, everything has been in and around that home from day one. When it's come to law enforcement, somebody in that home is going down. It's a matter of when, and it's whether Bullhorn Betty's going to be there to capture it. Because I'm telling you, if Mama comes out of that house in handcuffs, bet your ass I'm going to be up there asking her why she did it. Why did you do this? Why did you do this? This boy was precious. I'm going to
Accusation made by Betty about Quinton's grandmother trading sexual acts with a police chief to avoid charges.
Like, we don't believe in child abuse, whether she gives you good head or not.
Wow.
This is disgusting. I'm sorry.
And that like give head or not. So she is referring to slander that she's been giving the police chief, and she's now accusing the police chief of, quote, getting good head from the mom. And that's why the police chief hasn't charged her with a crime yet. Yeah.
Also new tonight, police and hecklers clash outside Quinton Simon's home.
And the Chatham County Police Chief says that these hecklers outside of Quinton's home have turned the case into, quoting him now, a money-making circus. Our Andy Cole joins us live now
He
from
was
outside
right.
police headquarters. And Andy, you even talked to one of the hecklers tonight and asked him about the chief's comments.
Yeah, good evening, Greg. It's been more than a month since Quinton disappeared, since the story has gained national attention. It's also brought in hecklers who police say make it impossible for the neighbors to live in peace. Tonight, a fifth protester arrested, all while the prime suspect remains free. A heckler is in jail after a clash at the home where Quinton Simon was last seen. Jimmy Williams was charged with simple battery and disorderly conduct. His arrest marks the fifth heckler jailed over the last month. Chatham County Police say since October 12th, they've responded to the neighborhood 50 times.
Wow.
In a statement, Chatham County's police chief says, quote, many of the people claiming to want justice for Quinton have turned his tragic and heartbreaking case into a money-making circus. And they have made it impossible for the people who live in the area to enjoy the peace and tranquility of their homes. This is unacceptable and has to stop.
This is what I do all over the country.
Now, that is the only thing that pissed me off about the police. I know they were building their case, they were working the case, and they had a lot to deal with all these idiots that were down there. But and this is just my opinion, and I never did put up my banner. I hope Chronicles of Oblivious doesn't strike me because they're used this enough. I didn't stop it enough. But anyway, this is just my opinion, and it is fair use. The police should have put a stop to that as soon as it got out of hand instead of letting it go for weeks. As soon as it started getting out of hand and they were being called there constantly, that should have been it right then and there. Because if you notice, as soon as the police did step up and put up them signs and said enough is enough and Dolly got arrested, they hightailed it out of there. Because they knew they couldn't get away with their shit no more. That's why Betty don't pull this stuff here in Florida. Because we now have laws. Because of people like them. And to say that disgusting stuff about the police because she couldn't get information out of the police. I don't understand why that chief never shut her up with some legal action. I'm sure he could. I'm sure he could have with all the slander and defamation she's done to him. And now she's telling everybody he's no longer chief, but she's wrong. He's still very much the chief. Because of her, I called and asked. And everybody knows I like to make those phone calls and ask questions. So I busted out Veda and all that, and Molly and Justin lying about the stuff they did with Marwan. Yeah.
Horn Betty has been outside Quinton's home for weeks. She runs a YouTube channel and live streams her interactions daily. She calls Chief Jeff Hadley's statement lies.
When I see the Billy Joe and Leilani, I ask the question, where's the baby? What did you do with the baby? Things like that in a professional capacity. Now, is it loud? Yes, because I'm across the street and they're at their gate. But I have not caused this. No other YouTubers have caused this. This is their community.
I am going to put up my banner because I don't trust Betty. I just don't trust Betty. I keep forgetting to put this darn thing on. I don't know. It interferes, honestly. It's a pain in the butt. I think it interferes. Okay. Now, come on now. Full screen. No, full screen. Oh. Okay. Now let's play it back.
Doing this, not us.
Chief Hadley said that over the next few days, police will unveil new measures.
Oh,
to
that was
minimize the
her big
disruption to the surrounding
interview. Let
neighbors.
me play that again. It's only a couple seconds, but that was her big interview. That was her big claim to fame the whole time there. She got this big interview. It was like seconds. It's so fast. If you close your eyes, you miss it. But we'll listen to it again.
Billy Joe and Leilani, I asked them questions. Where's the baby? What did you do with the baby? Things like that. In a professional
You
capacity.
did-
Now,
I-
is it loud? Yes, because I'm across the street and they're at their gate. But I have not caused this. No other YouTubers have caused this. This is their community doing this, not us.
Chief Hadley said that over the next few days,
No, it was pretty much you YouTubers. Yeah, you got everybody going. In fact, some of the neighbors even had to leave their homes because of you. You played loud music of a baby crying. You yelled every kind of insult you could yell and scream through a bullhorn. What would you call that professional? How you behave there is what you call professional? Dear Lord, no wonder you never had a job.
will unveil new measures to minimize the disruption to the surrounding neighbors. Bullhorn Betty, however, tells me she isn't going anywhere.
I absolutely plan to come back to that house tomorrow because I will not be intimidated by some police chief.
What's going to stop you from coming back to that house?
There's nothing he can arrest me every single day that I'm out there. This is not about me. This is about Clinton.
Andy, some fiery words from both sides tonight. So what are the plans from the police to keep the noise down in that neighborhood?
They never went back. She's a coward. She ran. She didn't have her support there.
Let's take a look at how Betty chose to be cautious with her reporting regarding Layla's boyfriend.
So holy smokes, guys. Many of you know, hi, Bullhorn Betty. Good Monday to you. I've been covering the Layla Santinello case, and this is coming out of Kingsport, Tennessee. She's been missing since June 26th or 27th. It's a little unclear. I'm not going to go into the details why it's unclear. It's just unclear which specific day she disappeared. However, this morning on our live, we came across a home.
Let me look at chat for a minute. This is what she does to the boyfriend. She doxes this man. She accuses him of doing this, of murmuring this girl, of being responsible for her disappearance. Never owns it that she was wrong. Never owns it that she doxed this man out. Nothing. They erected the signs around Rex Newberg's house now. Oh, they did? What a welcome JLR got with them. Good. Good. That freak. That freak. Ugh. And you know he peeks in people's windows and stuff. He's And she always has to make a victim. Yeah. Hi, Denise. How are you? I don't know if I said hi earlier. Hi, Amy. Betty Worn Out Bra. Betty's Worn Out Bra. I love it. Oh, my God. That name still gets me. Did you see the response from QB's attorney? Yes. I read it today. It's going to require a lot of redacting. I've gotten them all, but I haven't actually covered any of it. But I'll tell you what, Betty, you's in trouble. They were good. She don't carry on like this in Florida anymore because she knows she can't get away with it. But listen to what she says about the boyfriend.
Having a search warrant executed on it. This happened a few days ago. However, we believe it is connected with the Layla Santinello case.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for News 5 at 5. I'm Rebecca Pepin. We've been following a large police presence today in Kingsport. The TBI also involved in an investigation. The scene has now been cleared.
And then we found a connection with one of her friends, Dustin, that used to live on Dale Avenue and may still be living on Dale Avenue, which I find very suspect since Dale Avenue is where the search warrant was executed. So I'm reaching out to Dustin, trying to find out whether or not he has any involvement in Layla's disappearance. And the first number I called was disconnected.
Betty, who the hell are you to reach out to him in the first place? It's an open, active investigation. You're interfering. You are not law enforcement. You're a YouTuber. You have no right to reach out to anybody. And by the way, Bets, I read the lawyer's responses, which I know you already have, you know, the ones that were filed in court. And you kind of blew it for yourself. You can't financially afford to go to the hearings, but you can travel for your YouTube channel. Huh. Betty, you're your own worst enemy.
And the second went to voicemail. I did leave my number. Check it out.
We're going to look into this Layla thing. I've got a number for Dustin, which I'm hearing is the person that
I don't believe this.
potentially had their house searched in connection with Layla Santinello's case. So I'm going to go ahead and look up my
Potentially. So you don't even know if he had his house searched, do you, Betty?
my Google Voice, and we're just going to see about giving this dude a call and seeing if that was his house that searched. Why searched?
I wish I could blow that up more for you guys. I've got it full screen.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. The number you dialed has been changed, disconnected, or is no longer in service.
Wow.
Her audience then hears his phone number except the last two digits.
Yep.
She posted it on her YouTube community wall as well.
Yes.
Edited out the audio and deleted the numbers from the post. Is this someone who is cautious in their reporting to prevent online bullying?
You know, we're not these people that stay in our homes and look at articles to decide what law enforcement says. You know, that's not what we do. You know, we do a lot of different things. Our primary purpose is to help families and to be searching for the missing. That is our primary purpose. Everything else comes secondary. You know, sometimes we have to be at the house. You know, we can't be on the roads all the time, even though we should be. We should have.
You are such a liar. Your primary purpose is to go be a nuisance, interfere in open investigations, open active investigations, muck up cases, harass families, friends of victims, harass victims. You only go do it for content, Betty. And that's clearly all this was a content grab for both of you and Olivia, or Olive Oil.
Have huge teams on the road going from city to city, helping anybody and everybody that needs help. But that's just not practical and nor possible. So,
As always, the only credible information in a case comes directly from law enforcement. YouTubers interviewing witnesses for social media clout can compromise a case. YouTubers are unaware if the person they are interviewing has given their statement to police. The information being released to their audience is not independently verified.
Hit the button. I kept hearing that. Everything's okay. I'm speaking with someone who saw Layla.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, sure
Sharing
you are.
information prematurely may cause the suspect to flee. The witness has now been tampered with and may not be able to testify in the event of a trial.
We were on scene by 8 a.m. this morning, and I got to tell you, by 3 o'clock this afternoon, we were both exhausted. It's the sun, it's the heat, the terrain wasn't too bad. I mean, there was a lot of bushes, there was a lot of high grass. I believe we came close to a snake. Not sure which snake it was because it didn't rattle. So, but if we could hear it scurry, I think you guys even might have caught me on camera going. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. I haven't even looked at the content. I had several cameras going. I had my body cam on. I had my my cell phone going.
Now you tell me why the hell she has a body cam. Hey, Outlaw. You tell me why this neck job has a body cam. Betty, if you're truly searching for someone, you're not carrying around 3 or 4 cameras to record everything and to record yourself while you're not actually looking anywhere but at the camera. Streaming live, you know? You weren't truly that's not professional, Betty. That's not how you search. You were there for yourself to get content. That's it. I mean, you're 2 months behind schedule. Those areas were already searched, Betty.
Olivia had her cell phone going. So we have a lot of content related to the search. I'm going to put that out there. And for those that want to really look at that that footage, turn that footage upside down. See if we've missed anything. Sometimes we record stuff, we're looking at one thing, but the camera's capturing other stuff that we're not paying attention to or not noticing out there. So maybe whenever we have the footage come out, if you guys want to, play it, slow it down, look at it, put it in slow-mo, just, do what you guys do best and tear that video apart and make sure we didn't miss anything.
Challenge accepted. I found the only video Betty had uploaded of the search. From the time she exited her vehicle to the time she returned to the vehicle was 21 minutes.
Yeah, but they were out there walking till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Actually, that's longer time than I gave her because I added it up wrong. I only added 17 and a half minutes. So you actually gave her a couple more minutes. But yeah, they were so tired from the heat and all walking and all that. She wasn't even out there long enough to get tired. She's so pathetic. And you know that she sticks that body cam right in the middle of her chest. Stuck down in that. Oh no. That poor worn out bra. Yeah, Queen Bee's Council did specifically ask that she be made to appear in person. And I agree. Yeah, I might cover some of that tomorrow. I might redact some of it tonight because I don't want to put anybody's real names or anything out there. And because they're good responses. The attorney's just handing it to her. Betty is so fucked. Betty is so screwed. Oh well, it's her own doing. I don't feel sorry for her when it's her own doing. But it wasn't in connection. Ellie has said that. Yeah, I know they have. Like I said, they put out all this misinformation, and Olivia is no better. She's right there with her putting it out. But she actually doxed that boyfriend who had nothing whatsoever to, and she never retracted anything. She actually accused him. Okay, why are you not playing? All right, here we go. Oh, this is Betty getting out of her car. This made no sense to me either. Where'd the sound go? This made no sense to me at all. Why did I lose sound? Where'd the sound go? Well, that's weird. I lost sound for the video. Let me go out and come back in. Maybe that's what it is. No, it's not that. Maybe there's no sound in this part of the video. I think it's to show the 21 minutes she was out there.
Then she doubles down, asking her supporters to bypass the tip line and send leads to her directly.
Checked out or looked into, email me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com. If you guys have a lead or you know somebody that might have some information, email me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com. If these people will not come forward, email me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com. And, maybe with a little,
little nudge. Maybe they'll turn the information over to law enforcement, but we need as much information going on. I was wondering why this seemed a little confusing, being out here, seeing law enforcement, realizing they moved down. There's no cameras. I think they're lost. Not lost like they're not competent enough to do the job. I would never say that. I just think they're lost. They don't know what to do. There's nothing to help them. It's not their fault. They just have nothing. But somebody knows something, especially because I know she had to have left that parking lot with someone. I know that in my heart. I know that in my soul. I just got to prove it. But I know she left that.
That's just it. You got to prove it. You can't say that. You don't know. You have no idea. But apparently there's footage of her on a camera at the hotel in the morning. Betty, there is cameras. People just don't want to give you the info because you don't need the info. You're a YouTuber. You're not a real legit investigative reporter, and you're damn sure not law enforcement.
I know she left that parking lot, and I know she's not in those woods behind that Americorps Hotel. I know that without a doubt. I know that because I personally searched that entire wood line. I personally, with Olivia, her and I were no more than 3 feet apart at any
You went over all, what was it, 300 and something acres? Oh, you're full of shit. You shit did. You walked around for 21 minutes and recorded yourself. That's all you did. Stop. There is no way you went through over 300. Shut up.
time, well, except for one spot where I got her walking off, but that was for footage purposes. But we haven't been. If we would have found her, like with that tall grass, we had to pay extra close attention because that tall grass can really hide somebody. Especially if they had like a medical emergency.
How are you?
That it could happen.
How are you paying close attention when you're holding 3 or 4 different devices recording, and you're looking at all of them talking? Stop. It had nothing to do with actually searching for anything or anyone. All it had to do with was you recording some content, Betty. Because when you're searching, you don't have 3 or 4 devices that you're holding on to, staring at while you're walking around.
You never know. And so that tall grass would have hit her. It would have hit her just fine. You would never have been able to see her. I can tell you that. So we went through all of that, and she's not there.
307 acres.
There is no, in my mind, because I searched it, there is no possibility of her being behind that area that we were at, behind the Americorps, where her sleeping area was. There's no way.
Now, I believe I seen a report from law enforcement and all the agencies that were involved in the search area, and it was well over 300 acres. Okay, Betty.
That she's back there. Period. There's not. The haters channels can say I'm an idiot, whatever. I'm here. They're not, and I'm telling you, she's not.
You didn't search it all, and it had already been searched over a month before you got there, Betty, by real searchers, real professionals. We already knew that, Betty.
So you can believe them or you can believe me. I don't really care.
No, I'm not going to believe you.
Betty channel's name on it. She is not back there in this place, so she had to have left. So where did she go? That's what we need to figure out. Where did she go?
Yes, Betty. Layla left the parking lot.
Guys, we are out here. Do you believe she's back in those woods? No. She's something in the location, but yeah, she's not back in the woods, folks. She ain't back in the woods. I was wishing she was. I was hoping that this case, would be just provide some answers. But I truly feel in my heart and soul, she left. She left with somebody. She left with somebody from that creamery.
Take notice that Olivia is still hopeful. Layla is still alive. Juxtaposed to Betty seeming disappointed they didn't find her in the woods. Had they found her in the woods, after 55 days of her being missing, it's unlikely she would still be alive.
Well, I gotta.
All that for the cameras. Olivia was holding the camera, filming it.
There we go. There we go.
All right. Wow. Let me read some chat here for a minute. Oh my God. They don't care what they put out. They truly don't care what they put out. Tomorrow I find out my surgery date. Finally. I want it done and over, but I don't want it to ruin my birthday. So I'm hoping I can arrange it. It depends on how much more leeway, since it's already been a week we have on this damn battery. Because it cannot go dead. Yeah, photo op. If you notice, she was looking up at the camera while she's moving this grass she said was as tall as her, but wasn't as tall as her. That's all that was. So BK not going to trial this October. Oh, darn. Now Bets will have to go to her court dates. Yeah, she says anything to her sheep, and they believe it. They do. She's disgusting. I'm so glad she never spawned little Betty's. I just know she's going to be saying a lot of grounds like circus lawyer. I'm glad she's got to appear in person. I hope Queen Bee's lawyer wins that. Queen Bee win that. She should have to. Thanks, Betty. Sworn out bra. I'm hoping I can buy it just a little bit of time because I know what's going to happen. I've had this done. I've had pumps for 23, 24 years. So I've been through many replacements. And I know I'm not going to be up to what my husband wanting to go to dinner or nothing for my birthday. So I'm going to try to get it set up that way. I'm hoping. But I might do a birthday stream. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I was thinking of doing like the best of some of the crap on YouTube. I haven't decided yet. Okay, I give you guys credit because Betty's enough to drive anyone up a damn wall. Yes, she sure is. Watch the one she did today, Kathy. That one's funny. She's stomping around. No. She was live. I missed her. She was live today. I didn't check her today. Oh my God. Is it a long video? Because I've been on here long enough. It's after 9 o'clock. No, I started at 7, so I've been on 2 hours. Oh, okay. Let me get the bets up. I didn't even check her today. The fake search. Is that it? The fake search? Is that the one you're talking about? I will definitely, it's only a minute long. I'm going to have to change my title, which is okay. I can add her to the thumbnail because she believes the same shit any damn way as Olivia. She goes along with, she doesn't talk much about it, but she'll support Olivia with the aliens and paranormal and the alien abductions. And yeah, she'll tell you, go watch her content. It's really great. I just say, yeah, okay. Oh, this is the one where they're only putting up the flyers because they're filming each other doing it. Just like that search that we just watched. And then he looked up at the camera while she's moving this grass that's not taller than her, like she said. That's so fake. And people are eating this up. And see, that's the problem I have. Misleading people. Just to get donos. Be honest. Just get your donos. Hell, good for you. But just do it right. Oh my God. Look at her. She walks around like she's something. Look at her. She walks around like she's some big bad. Got that fake media badge on. Okay, why'd you put all them on one pole? Oh my God.
I need you to check me for ticks.
Okay, I will.
Why are you out? I can't. I cannot. Are you serious? This is nothing but for content. This has nothing to do with really searching. She's a boss of street walking. You can see how gullible people are. They are like in a cult. You put signs in the neighborhood of people who already know Layla's missing. My allergies are killing me. Not to mention it's against the law to post anything on a power pole. Oh, hey, Becca. Yeah, I mean, and then they layered that pole the whole way around. If you notice, you only see them do those couple little things right there in front of them houses. That was it. It was nothing. This, and just like this is right off the road. You can bet on that. This is nothing but they're taking turns filming each other. It's pathetic. Oh my God, and people buy into this.
And slid down so we can see a red suitcase right here. Law enforcement, if they're watching and you guys would like to. Of her being out here. So this is what we're doing.
I told
today.
you.
We will see you guys back here.
I told you they weren't far from the road. I knew it. I knew it. All they're doing is filming each other. They're right. This is so. Wow. BHB said herself, hey, Remy. She was whining about there not being any cameras around town that Olivia had to go and film for content. Yeah. I bet the Flyers have her YouTube channel. And oh, yeah, they do. And her subs are the ones that paid for them. Betty didn't.
Right, totally.
Okay.
Because I think I might be transgender, but I don't really know.
Okay, well, that was a quick. Wow. She's insane. She is insane. I may have to ask for proof that she should post images of where she put the signs for documentation since she said there weren't any cameras. Yeah, but there's plenty of cameras in that town. She even slipped while there. She slipped and referred to it as on vacation and also said Olivia was over filming for content. Someone else just wrote this too. Yeah, she did. I heard it. I was actually Headstones and Headlines was doing her live down there, and she did. She slipped and said that. We caught it in that live. I got to go have kids to bath. Okay, thanks for coming in and hanging out with me, True Crime. I appreciate you. Yeah, that was a good laugh. Oh my God. I can't take Olivia seriously. After the stuff I've been watching about her alien stuff. Oh, I know there are cameras. Her wasting time to actually show that she put up flyers was my goal. Oh, I can't. And then she had the nerve to look up at the camera. Oh my God, that's so fake. They also proved the sign say camera in the parking lot. Yeah. Yeah, I got mine ready before I came on. Then my husband he had a day off today, so he got to hang out and watch a movie with them. They were thrilled. Thanks for hanging out with me, True Crime Dime. I'll see you on the YouTube streets. Oh, that would be good. Wow. It would also be funny if she goes somewhere again, if someone else went out and documented their work, catch them in the act of faking. Oh, that would be so good. Yeah, that would be good. There was no cameras because it wasn't their cameras. Exactly. She better be worrying about her trip to Illinois. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a good day. I mean, you can't feel sorry for her because she caused this herself. She did this to herself, and she could have stopped it. and chose not to. I don't understand her way of thinking. Start packing, Betty. Let's go hop to it. Well, isn't she somewhere else now? I know she said she was going to go to Idaho, possibly New York, and there was somewhere else she said she was going. Maybe she will wear her GoPro in court. Either that or have her spy pen recording everything, huh? Which I'm sure Queen Bee is aware of and will let her attorney be aware of. Because that attorney's not going to fall for none of Betty's shenanigans. Nope. Yeah. Well, I can't feel sorry for her. Only because she did it to herself. She shouldn't have, but she did. And now she's got to get herself out of it. Good luck with that one. I don't know. There's been a lot done. Oh, I don't know. I just broke that in half wrong. I can't swallow these stupid pills because I hate taking medicine. And they're not really big, but to me they're big. But to the average person, they're not big. Oh, and it did it again. Oh, wow. I have to be a good girl, though, and take it in case they pull some fucking blood work on me or something tomorrow. No, I take my medicine. I have to. Though I forget a lot. Never forget my kids, but always forget mine. She's home? Okay. I want a public Zoom link for it. Oh, my God. That will... If they do that and there's a public Zoom link, it's going to get overloaded. They'll shut it down. There'll be too many people wanting to watch. And not just fans of Queen Bee, but some of Betty's peeps will actually show up. And a lot of haters. A lot of haters. Hell, I'll be there. I'll be there supporting Queen all the way. Yeah, I hate them. They're not even big, but I break them in half. You're not supposed to really do that with medication because there's no way, I was a med nurse for years. There's no way to tell if you're getting your full dose in that half because it's not evenly divided in the pill. But I do it because I hate taking pills. Ugh. Yeah, me too. Yeah, you know it. And if it starts, kids will be late for school. Oh, no. I'm not missing that. That would be, yeah. Plug your nose when you take it with water. Yeah. My friend, she chews all her stuff up. And that, I can't. It grosses me out. I can't even watch her. You're supposed to absorb it slowly. Yeah. Well, I can't swallow them. I'm not in support of either of them. Suing people is such a waste of everyone's time. I agree. I think it's ridiculous. It should have never happened, period. I think JLR is wrong for going after Uni. I think Betty's wrong. Betty was wrong when she did it before. I think it's stupid. It wastes a lot of money and a lot of energy and a lot of court time that could go for some real legit cases. There are some real legit cases out there that, could use that court time. I don't get it. You're an RN too? Cool. I was a medic for years and then I went back to school. She was asking for if any of her subs, any of them live in New York. Yeah, she was. I seen that. And what's this shit with Molly? She's going to sue 33 channels? Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut all the way up. You don't got the money to sue no one. Shut up. Do you know what it would cost to go after 33 channels? Shut up. Your husband makes okay money, but he don't make money like that, and you don't got money like that. All you're doing is trying to wiggle your way back on the YouTube streets because no one's talking about you. You're trying to do it through Jilly's channel because you know you're going to get caught whenever you come on your own. And you're stirring up trouble all over YouTube. Typical Molly stuff. It's what you do. Nothing's changed with you. You've learned absolutely nothing. And you still lie through your teeth. You're not suing shit. Adrian's not no bad gangsta. He's a fucking statistician. He pushes papers all day. He plays with other people's numbers. That's it. He's not this big, bad international banker that you make him out to be. Stop. And I feel bad because you make him sound ridiculous. I feel bad for him, but you know what, though? He knows what he's married to. That's, hey, each to his own. But he's not fighting for your, shut up. And don't tell me you didn't try to get your channel back, Molly. I will never believe that. You absolutely did. Apparently, she said she's an admin on Jilly's channel, a terminated user as an admin. Yeah, she did say that. I live in New Jersey. I want to see her in New York traffic. Oh, my God. Road rage at its finest. I like Matt. Oh, wait. Let me go back. Where'd it go? Some meds should not be chewed. Oh, I totally 100% agree. I tell her about it all the time. I like Mel, but I think he has made a mistake going after Upchurch. Yeah. The amount is insanity. Come on. Granted, what was done to Mel was so messed up. I mean, beyond messed up. But, yeah. I don't know how that's going to pan out either. She did say it. I have a screenshot. Oh, yeah, I've seen it. Molly said a lot of shit. And what does she use on Jilly's channel? Go lightly harder or something like that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's really Molly's channel. And now Jilly got herself in a bunch of shit with Flava and Bomb and all them because of the people you deal with. But, you know, that's what happens when you're Molly's sidekick. Look where Beta is. Nowhere. Jilly, you're next. You're next. Because of all the crap you're doing, and you're trying to get on here saying, oh, well, I really didn't do anything. I just passed on the information, and I just did a little bit of talking, but I really didn't do anything. Yeah, you was knee deep in it as anybody else. And you're caught. And that's why you say, oh, you're going to take a couple days. You keep deleting or privating everything. And then you're going to take some time away from YouTube till it all blows over. I don't know. They always start at a higher amount, yeah. Does Beta even do anything anymore? She had everything hidden on her channel, and then she's reposted everything again. So I guess she's planning on doing something. I agree with you, Becca. I agree with you. They all can. They're all the same. Why are they trying to dox people anyway behind the scenes? They were all in on that. And it's multiple people. I totally agree. They need high-powered attorneys to go up. A team of attorneys of Upchurch, yeah. In most cases, yes, but Upchurch is more than likely to take it all the way. Oh, he will. He will. I don't know. I'm glad it's not me. I mean, I understand Iqbal 100% after the things that were said and done to him. But, I don't know. YouTube is getting not fun anymore. It really is. Yeah, he's got a lot going on. But YouTube just, and then there's all this stuff with morbid, and you got people saying, "Oh no, well they're messed with recordings." Well, I I don't know. The recordings don't seem to be messed with, and I've been trying real hard to stay out of this because it's really, but it's out there. I mean, it's being more and more is being put out, and I don't know. Yeah, he has some kind of a fund going on. I'm not sure for what. I wasn't. Oh, there was these phone calls and this girl. This I don't like people discounting her as. I've heard different people say, "Oh, well, it was just an internet thing." Well, not if they met in real life and actually spent time together. It was more than just an internet thing. I don't know. There's so much going on the YouTube streets. I worked in trial law before nursing. That's why I love the attorney's response to BHB face purple crying face purple. Yeah, that was I read through almost all of it, and I'll tell you what, that lawyer is right on point, and I love how he hit me. He addressed everything, and like he said, Betty made it clear she didn't want no contact with him unless they were in the court. So, and she did threaten him with filing sanctions and all this other stuff, I watched those recordings back when Ben Bader put them out. Yeah, see, I don't really know these people. Someone sent me some of this stuff, and I didn't even listen to it all because I haven't had time. I listened to some of it. I mean, you got to understand, people got to understand, though. Morbid is who he is. He puts on the show he puts on. You know that. If you don't want to watch him, just don't go in and watch him. I think that girl still has feelings for Morbid, and I think she's angry. But that's just my opinion. Well, thanks for coming in, Laugh at Life. I know you mod for Morbid. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't like him. I'm just trying to say, I'm everything that's being said out there. Like I said, you know what kind of shows being put on. If you don't want to watch, you just don't watch. It's that simple. I mean, they're broke up, leave each other alone. Works that way for everybody. This is all manufactured drama, and Molly is pulling the strings behind Bomb and Flava. Molly, I'm sure, also told Veda and Jilly to take a break. It could be. Could be. Would I doubt if she started it all, the drama? Not at all. Because Flava's been trying to get back in, with Molly for how long now? And her and Bomb go off and on. And Molly and Bomb go off and on. And, of course, Molly was involved in all these messages. So, yeah, you're probably right. Mm. And thanks for hanging out with me, Laugh at Life. I appreciate it. Have a good night's sleep. Yeah, I just want it's just not so much fun anymore. I agree, Helen. There's a lot of Bomb subs that like Molly, though. Yeah. Well, according to Molly, they're talking again, but I thought they weren't talking again, so I don't freaking know. You don't know who really is and isn't. Yeah. I agree, Remy. I agree. I don't bother over there. Don't want to. No, not my cup of tea. I don't go for the real life stuff, the doxing people, putting people's kids' pictures around. I don't play with none of that. You don't do that. Oh, thank you, Remy. What's going on in chat? Yep, he puts on a show, and that's that. I'm offering to. Almost everyone in chat does. Oh, do they? Yeah, I popped it in and out. I do. I pop it in and out. Hey, it's like I said, we're all grown adults. You don't want to watch, don't watch. It's no sweat off his back. It's no sweat off your back. You know what I mean? This constant attacking of everybody, and some things should be kept private and personal. I don't know. Some things just don't belong on YouTube. Yeah, it is sad when creators go after innocent people and children. Yeah, it is. See, that's a no to me. In my opinion, they are all bad actors for Molly. They run distractions for her. Yeah, no doubt. Now she's taking down all these channels. Shut up, Molly. If it's fair use, you can't. I don't know. I want to try to put together a fun stream if I do a birthday stream. Just like clips of some of the funny shit these idiots have done. That's what I'm looking for. But who knows, between now and September 1st, anything could pop off. It's YouTube. And now Amber's back. Yeah, she's no longer religious, I seen. Night, Remy. Thanks for coming in, hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Yeah, she, for a couple days, she was all about talking nothing but about the Bible. That didn't last long. Didn't think it would. Long enough to get monetized again. That girl's had how many channels? Jeez. I don't get it. September 1st. So it's not that far away, so I want to try to delay the surgery if I can. But who knows? Yeah, I watched about 3 minutes of Amber. That's about it. Nothing will change there. Nothing ever does. She'll tank this channel. She'll get into it and do something nasty and dirty. With all her calls and stuff and doxing is See, I don't. I know what happened back in the Sherelle days. I was, in fact, I did a video about it, some of it, with Yates and all them. Yeah, that was a whole mess. Yay, the 10th. Yes, Virgos, we rock. But I am gonna get off here. Been on here long enough. But thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in a day or two. Everybody have a good night and stay safe out there. And hit that like button and subscribe for me, which I didn't say one time. All right. Good night, everybody.